Hey guys, yeah, there's a bit of a Monday vlog and channel update. I just, got out of City Hall, had to drop off some ballots for the recall. And I'll say this, when they say City Hall sometimes can be up there, they mean it. Because you literally have to go to the front, to the side on Fresno Street, and then up the stairs. That's where the main portion of City Hall is, right at the top. But yeah, I had to drop off some ballots today, and while I was doing it, before I did it, I actually went and did some grocery shopping, some miniature grocery shopping to, get some stuff in there that my mom forgot to get, beforehand. And if there's anything else, she'll probably let me know. But yeah, that's all I'm doing right now. This weekend, not really much happened per se. I mean, unlike last weekend, if you know what I mean. But this weekend, like I said, really not much happened. We just stayed home. My mom stayed home on my mom stayed home on Saturday. Like I said, not really much going on. And then on Sunday, I stayed home most of the day. She stayed home for a bit, but then went to my sister's because my niece and my great niece were going to be down there. But I stayed home, just for the heck of it, for the fact that, I just didn't feel like in the mood, and there are times you don't always feel like you're in the mood. It's just, sometimes you just feel like staying, and just in case anything, happens and stuff like that. And, that's what I did. So, I stayed there, and, basically just, waited till she got home, and of course did some videos. As you saw, I also took a nap for about an hour because I was tired. Probably do one today as well. Who knows? But yeah, just just relaxed over the weekend compared to the last weekend, if you know what I mean. Besides that, again, like I said, not really much going on. Now, as far as the channel goes, as a lot of you have seen, I have done some videos. Some of them I did early in the morning on Saturday and Sunday because, she was off and I wanted to get some content out there. So I was up early and I did those. And then when she went to my sister's, decided to do some videos, along that, stretch as well. Just basically, do some things, if you will. The only exception on Saturday that I had the place to myself was my mom went to the auto repair guy, the mechanic, if you will, that she's been going to for a while, mainly because of the fact that she needed to get a sensor replaced, if you will, because the light that would tell her about, I guess, oil or gas or something like that would go off when it didn't need to. So she had to basically get that looked at. What was interesting is the fact that every time she tried to go, when she was suggested by the mechanic to go and take a car into to get the sensor replaced, he would have somebody else's car he'd be working on. He'd be doing this, he'd be doing that. He would come up with, hold on, very sorry about that. But like I said, he would come up with different excuses, and it started to become very discouraging for my mom. Because this, she felt basically like this wasn't like him, like that something was a little off. And then on Friday, I think, she went down there again, and then he was kind of rude to her a little bit, saying, "Oh, well, I'm close," because she called him saying, "I'm here," and he was rude, and it sounded like he was very rude to her, even when he said, "Hey, come back the next day or in the morning, I'll take care of it." So, yeah, it's just, so yeah, she went through a lot just to get one little sensor in her car fixed, so that it wouldn't throw her off about what was needing to be filled, needing to be reset, stuff like that. So she had to get that fixed and taken care of. And after that, well, she just, I'll put it this way, she just, came home and just relaxed, if you will. I'll tell you this right now. When he acted that way towards her, which I guess basically he never does. Like I said, it upset her to the point that even when she dealt with at work, with one of the teachers, because she can, being at this job for as long as she has overall, over 2 decades, she can see things. She can see and notice things, about the other teachers that they're not going to straight out, admit to. So she could see that. And on Friday, one of those situations where she could, see that one of the teachers was just not in the mood, and they decided to take it out, pickingly, if you will, on my mom. They would pick at this, pick at that. So again, it just didn't really sit well with her. And on top of that, like I said, the cherry on top was the mechanic acting the way he did to her when she came, back to Newman. She even skipped going to the gas station in Patterson, which she normally does. And like I said, the cherry on top was the way he acted. So thankfully, the next day, this past Saturday, she took it in early, and he was able to finally, get it done for her. He was finally able to, fix it for her. And the thing is, he hasn't charged her yet, which, is kind of strange, even though it's like, from what she told me, it's only $20 or something like that. And she's figuring that he wants to wait to see whether or not the part that he got, as a replacement is a lemon. So, that way if she has to bring it back in, and he won't charge her, maybe at all when it's all said and done. Or if it's working and, perfectly fine, then, when the opportunity comes around, she can pay him the $20 or so for the job. But yeah, it's like she just was not really happy about it. I'll say that. But like I said, Saturday morning and then yesterday, I had opportunities early and, during, late portions of the morning and during the day, as you guys have seen, to upload some videos here on my channel. So yeah, I was able to basically, take care of that, get that done, if you will. And it looks like somebody's getting picked up by the start bus, or dropped off by the start bus, if you will, where I live. But like I said, they, like I said, it was just, one of those weekends, if you will, to where, yeah, I got to be able to add some content to my channel and rest a little bit, as well as watch the 49ers win their game and stuff, which was cool. But overall, it's just, one of those weekends where, yeah, we were relaxed, we enjoyed ourselves, visited with family in the case of my mom, which she did. But also it's one of those weekends, like with her, it just didn't sit well, if you know what I mean. It just did not sit well whatsoever. Just did not sit well. Like I said, it just did not sit well with her. But besides that, everything else was okay. As far as my channel goes, going back to the videos I did over the weekend, that kind of helped out by allowing me to add some content during those opportunities. And I do have other things planned, like with this video being one of them. It's going to go up. And I also got a live stream I'm probably going to do later on. And, I have things up and ready to go. I mean, I have some songs downloaded on my computer that, are timed appropriately enough to do a PMV for, or several PMVs. So be on the lookout for those when they happen. But overall, not really much going on. I mean, I will say this, and the title of this video, I should say, is going to say it best, that we are finally, and I repeat, finally back to normal. Now you might ask yourself, well, weren't you back to normal yesterday? Yeah, in a way, but not entirely, if you will, not entirely. But today, we are back to normal. We are definitely back to normal today, because, she's back on a regular work schedule, if you will, with the kids and everything, even though she was back to work Monday through Friday beforehand. And hold on for a sec. Like I said, not really much, happening with the channel. Like I said, I added, because over the weekend, as I mentioned, I added some new content and everything. So, I was able to get that going, thanks to those opportunities. And besides that, as I was saying, I do have some songs downloaded onto my computer that time-wise are appropriate enough to do some PMVs, Rarity PMVs, if you know, Spike and Rarity ones, if you catch my drift. That I can utilize for those videos, and hopefully without copyright. But yeah, it's just, not really much happening besides, like I say, a live stream probably later and everything, and once I get the computer up and running, laptop. But like I said, not really much besides that. I mean, I still have to do my Summer of Violence CPM, if you will, but I might have to change course on that, Summer of Violence 3, and just go with, special editions of the DCWA Raw and DCWA Women of Honor shows that I do for my CAW Creative Wrestling League, and just go from there. But overall, like I said, not really much happening in the grand scheme of things so far, unless things change. Now, I did get paid today, courtesy of the EDD, but just like they do with anybody, when you have to, refile a claim, they do it in a way to where 1 week they give you your payment, and then the following week they give you another payment, or at least 2 weeks later they give you another payment, because they got to hold one back and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be. Because I got 5 something a couple weeks ago, and then which was the last payment on my first claim, my original claim, and then I just got paid for my new one. So yeah, it's one of those scenarios to where you end big and you start low, and it's mainly because of the fact that they've taken out the 300 additional dollars, and that's just my dog. I got to give her a bath later, if you will. I got to give her a bath later. She needs it. But anyway, because she's scratching herself there. But anyway, like I was saying, they took away the additional 300, if you will, that they were giving to a lot of folks, because things are getting kind of back to normal, in a way. But yeah, that's really all that's been going on, and really what's going to be happening with the channel. Like I said, all I did today so far was just go to the store early and come back, and basically drop off the groceries, and then pick up the ballots and drop them off, and that's about it. So yeah, that's all I did. Haven't even finished my cup of coffee, my initial cup of coffee. But probably get me another cup now that we have some pods, if you will. But anyway, though, I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know what's going on, or what's been going on this past weekend as far as the vlog goes, as well as what is basically planned out for the time being when it comes to the channel. But let me know what your thoughts are, though, down below. Comment if you like. Love to hear from each and every one of you. Like the video, live comment during the premiere in the live chat. Check out my Teespring store. I'm gonna have some more stuff up there as soon as possible. Hopefully, trying to come up with some ideas. I think I have some in mind, and I think some of you may like. But again, let me know what your thoughts are, and I am out. Have a good, and I'll talk to y'all later when the time comes later today.